Hi everyone, welcome back to our next channel. We are learning about the laws of Ghana on this channel. The videos are in English and Chi, so look for the Chi version if this is not comfortable for you. And there are so many videos: divorce, land, custody, maintenance, children, bail, criminal, and all of that. So please find something for yourself. Today we are talking about the differences and similarities between customary marriage and ordinance marriage. So usually when I talk about ordinance marriage, maybe on WhatsApp or Facebook, someone will just come and comment that we will not do any ordinance marriage because if you do ordinance marriage, the court will divide our properties. I mean, the difference between customary marriage and ordinance marriage is not the sharing of properties equally between spouses. No, please take note that whether you marry under custom, under Islamic marriage, or under ordinance, the courts can still divide the properties into two equal halves if the circumstances so requires. And there are so many videos. I have recorded videos on property sharing, so you can check for one and then watch for yourself. Now, what are the similarities between these two types of marriages? Of course, the first similarity that I want you to take note of is that all these marriages are recognized under the laws of Ghana. None is stronger or heavier or more respected than the other. They are all equal. And the second thing is that you can get certificates for either of them. So you can get an ordinance certificate or you can get a customary law certificate for your traditional marriage. So for the traditional marriage, you can go to any municipal assembly or district assembly or AMA or CMA or KMA or whichever MA which is closer to you and say that I want to register my customary marriage. And that's certificate is also respected and seen as a proper marriage certificate in Ghana and outside the country. So please take note of that. Now, the third similarity is that whether you did a customary marriage or you did an ordinance marriage, you can still change your name as a woman to your man's name or to your husband's name and call yourself Mrs. This. Or your husband can even change his name and take yours. I mean, there is no rule that they have to do a court wedding or an ordinance wedding before you can change your name to Mrs. No. Customary marriage too will give you the opportunity to do that, but you don't just change it by saying I have changed my name. The requirement is that you have to swear an affidavit and then you have to gazette your name in a newspaper, right? So if you have not done that, please, it's not official, do the gazette, and I'll talk about this in another video sometime. The next thing you should know is that whether you married under custom or under ordinance, all your children from ordinance marriages and children from customary marriages are all the same weight or respect or whatever. We don't say that as for you, your mother was married under ordinance only, so you are not really a proper child. Or your mother was married under custom only, so you are not a proper child. There is no weight. All children are equal. The same weight, the same importance is placed on every child of a marriage, whether it is custom or it is traditional. Now, the one of the common things that both types of marriages has is that whether you choose to marry under ordinance or under the court system, you can go to court for divorce. So whether you did customary marriage or you did ordinance marriage, you can go to court for divorce. It is not only people who married under ordinance that can go to court for divorce. So please, let's learn that and take notes. Now, let me tell you about the differences. The differences is that if you marry under custom, as a man, you are entitled to marry more than one wife. You are entitled. It doesn't mean you should marry more than one wife if you cannot handle that. So you are entitled. But a man who marries under ordinance cannot marry more than one wife unless he divorces the first wife. Now, the second thing is that for ordinance marriages, The procedure is different from the customary marriage. Of course, the customary marriage, you have to marry under the custom of the woman. So if it's a fancy woman like myself, then you use the fancy customary law to marry the person. But then for the ordinance marriage, you would either have to go to the court to sign the certificate after all the notice had been given, or you do a proper court marriage through your church or your place of worship, or you go to AMA, CCMA, KMA, or any municipal assembly and go and sign an ordinance marriage certificate. Or you use what we call the special license. I have done a video on this, so you can also look for that and watch. So the procedure is different. Now, another difference is that for customary marriages, we have what we call proxy marriages. Proxy marriages is that it means that one of the spouses may not be in Ghana at the moment, but then maybe a sister or a brother can stand in so that they can conduct the customary marriage. Now, for ordinance marriage, there is no way that you, in my opinion, there is no way that another person can stand in for you and conduct a proper ordinance marriage in Ghana on your behalf. No, it will not happen. I don't know how you can make that happen, but in my opinion, that is impossible. Now, the third difference is that if you are married under ordinance, you cannot sit home and say, I have divorced my wife. Even if you are separated for 20 years and you do not go to court for the court to give you a divorce certificate, it means you are still married to the person. So if you marry someone under ordinance and you are separated, please quickly go to the court, get a divorce proper. If not, you are still married to that other person. The next thing I want you to know is that none of the marriages is bigger or heavier or more respected than the other. So it means if you go and see that somebody is married under custom, don't say that, okay, he's going to marry me under ordinance, so mine will be higher than yours. No. In law, the second one, which is the ordinance marriage, will even be void because there was a first customary marriage. And so please make sure that you know the situation at hand before you even enter into the marriage, because you can go and do all the people and you can go and do all the flashy stuff, but if the right things are not done, your marriage will not be valid. I have a video on whether your marriage is valid or invalid. Please type that and then find it and watch. Now, the other difference is that when you marry under ordinance, the law says that within 2 years after you married, you are not supposed to rush and come to court for divorce. The only time you can do that are under very, very extreme reasons. Again, I have a video on this, how to divorce in Ghana. Please check that and watch it. So you have to show extreme reasons why within 2 years you are rushing to court to divorce. If you don't show this, the court will not even give you the right or the permission to even come to court and file your divorce. Now, if you married under custom or under the traditional way, you can just call a family meeting, go through the normal traditional ways of divorcing someone. And it doesn't matter if you've just married a person for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. So that's another difference. Now, someone may ask, so which type of marriage should I choose? I have told you the pros and cons. These are the major things that I know are the differences and similarities. Think about it. Decide for yourself. However, because a man is allowed to marry more than one wife under custom, sometimes there are difficulties. A man may marry you in Cape Coast, go to Kumasi and marry another person, go to Accra and marry another person, all under custom. Now, this person may die and all of you will think you are the only wife. But the man only has net contributions of about 50,000 Ghana cedis. But then all of you wives will have to get some share. And if the person left just one house, which is a single room, and there are 5 wives to share, you know that there will be challenges. And so most women would want to feel secured by getting a man to themselves, to feel that this is my man, he's not going to marry anybody outside. And even if he tries to marry somebody outside, the marriage will be void. So it makes them feel comfortable. But then, like I always say, if the man does not like you, he does not like you. If he does not love you, he does not love you. I know that people change their minds sometimes, But then don't be too focused on certificates because they can leave you. Focus on the substance, make sure the person loves you and is committed to you. I know that you may have questions for me. I will leave it here. Please let your questions be in the comment section. I will answer them appropriately. Thank you for watching this. Please share with your friends. Tell someone to subscribe to the Yatina channel. Let us grow this family. Until we meet again, have a very, very, very good time. Bye.